This is always an exciting sign of spring. I got the grow lights all lit up, kind of cleaning up my grow station and getting ready to go. But it's still 2 weeks too early for vegetables. But I do have those grape cuttings I pruned a few weeks ago. I'll put a link to the video up here. And it's time to get them in some soil and carry on with the propagation. Okay, the first step was preparing some pots. I filled these all up with some soil. It was quite dry, so I've put water in the bottom of the tray, and I allowed it to soak up through the bottom of the pots until these have now gotten nice and moist. Then in each pot, I'm just going to dibble a little hole, not quite to the bottom, and get it all ready to accept the plant. In total, I've had 6 of these sprouts come out of the 9. You can see just the slightest little bit of roots starting to grow. Just the tiniest little nubs, maybe. Here's one, maybe you can see this one right here, a little white spot. But very little roots. Either way, it's time to get these out of the water. If I leave these in the water much longer, I really run the risk of rot. So, I'll take one of my freshly dibbled pots. Get this thing in here, not all the way down, you don't want it to touch the bottom. Just kind of pack it all in. Oh, there's a nice little root nub you can see right there growing. Okay, now these are going to go back in the tray. I'm going to put them underneath the lights. Okay, now out of all 9 that I planted, these are the only ones that the buds didn't swell. You can see there's no sign of any bud swelling at all. These 2, I'm pretty sure, I'll have to check back my video. I knew a few of them were probably very unlikely to grow, and I think it was these 2. This one might have been one that surprised me a little, but out of 9, we ended up with 6. Okay, here I've moved the trays underneath the lights. As you can see, these are the lights I'm going to use. I'm going to turn off these big overheads and just use these little lights like this. No need to run 4 feet of lights right now for just this small little amount of plants. Now what I am going to do, turn the light back on for a moment, is make sure that this tray does get watered every few days. The soil can't dry out with these fragile little roots. They'll actually fail. So I have to make sure it stays moist, but not so wet that we're going to start getting rot problems. And these should slowly develop roots as time goes by, and then we'll bring them outside and plant them. Okay, well thanks a bunch for joining me. In a couple more weeks, I don't know how long it'll take, maybe a month or so, we'll take another look at these and see how they're doing, make sure they're still all doing well, and then we'll get these things planted in the spring and trail us out. So thanks a lot for watching today. If you haven't already done so, I'd love it if you would subscribe, and please hit the thumbs up on your way out, and I'll see you all soon.